Hey.
We kind of low-key... I love that you went onto the soprano line then.
Yeah, we all kind of harmonised.
You're the first person on here.
I know, I feel...
Thanks,
And
guys.
I kind of really prefer your setup right now. You got the pink in the background.
You with that pink bush behind you.
Sorry. Wow.
Yes.
So funny.
I love it.
She's my friend.
How'd you feel?
I feel very privileged. Thanks, guys.
I don't know where to begin with this, but what do you guys know about Scientology? Because
Nothing.
I actually did. No. So Scientology is, so obviously there's like the Illuminati and all the like celebrity cults and things that exist hypothetically in the world, right? And then there's Scientology, which, you know, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
He's basically like the golden boy of Scientology. So basically, Scientology is a religion. I'll give you a quick breakdown so that you guys know, and then I want your opinions.
Okay.
So basically, Scientology claims to offer a path to Scientology claims to offer a path to spiritual enlightenment, but only through a structural and very expensive program called the Bridge to Total Freedom. So basically, people will spend up to millions and billions of pounds in this program. So you basically have to like graduate from the courses in order to become enlightened. And every single course is like £1 trillion billion. But it's a religion.
But what does it tell them?
Enlightenment.
Of what?
Well, this is the thing.
Oh. Do they not exclude... Like how...
They're not going to... Why would they tell you that for free? You've got to pay.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But like, is there a theme?
The theme... So here we go. So the beliefs are that humans are immortal beings called thetans. So we're apparently immortal.
I like that sound. of that. I like the sound.
Yeah. We have many past lives also from other planets.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting... Because I know some people think that people have lived before, but these people believe we have lived on other planets.
Well, we're
before
Martians,
as well.
aren't we? Are we? From Mars. That's a lot of people.
Men are from
say
Mars.
that. A lot. That we're Martians from Mars. That's a really big theory.
Just quickly detour. While I was looking at conspiracy theories, there's one that the reason aliens are so quiet and the reason they don't interact with us is because they're hiding from something, and we're like this massive bumbling fool in the universe, and like there's actually a really dangerous being that all the other aliens are hiding from, which is why we've never seen any of them.
Signals to.
I guess.
And we're going, yo,
we're here. Come.
and they're all there going.
But people do say about that Mars thing, because Mars, the planet. I don't know how true this is. Obviously, you actually never know how true anything is.
That's sort of the basis of
I've
the
not been to
podcast.
Mars.
Yeah. Shocker.
Yeah, guys. I haven't been to Mars, so I actually haven't dug up the soil.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
Shame. But they say that obviously, like, researchers have found out that don't quote me on this, but like the ground of Mars years and billions was the same and had the same atmosphere as Earth.
I feel like I've heard this somewhere.
So like, and then like
found water on Mars.
Yeah, found water,
Yeah.
and then the soil, something and the air in it,
So
or something.
maybe people like us
was
lived
like,
there.
and then obviously boom, blow up. They're like, oh my god, we need to leave, and that's why they think that we came over here because this was like the big, whatever.
Oh.
Wow.
So like almost like when like because there's always going to be like the theory of like if Earth gets destroyed then the rich people are going to go to Mars.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the opposite way around and we came here because that's what happened before.
Maybe we'll just
maybe
yo-yo
that's-
back
that's
and
the
forth
theory
from Mars and
anyway,
Earth, and
to
that'll
be
be what we
fair.
do. So they think that mental health issues are called engrams and can be removed using a device called an e-meter. So if you don't know what an e-meter is, it measures electrical currents passing through a body, sort of like if you think polygraph test when it goes like this. And they think that they can remove your mental health issues with one of those polygraph things. So,
Is it
but
proven
also,
to work?
no, it lacks any scientific evidence.
Perfect.
But they are going to charge you £5 million to have a go.
Go on then.
I'm
So-
down. Let's go.
Of course we'll have a look.
So then, if we get into like the actual conspiracies and stuff within Scientology, it gets a bit crazy. So, for example, there was an Operation Snow White in the 70s where it was Scientology's largest infiltration of the US government, and their goal was to remove quote unquote unfavorable records about Scientology and Hubbard. I don't know who that is. Over 5,000 Scientologists infiltrated 136 government agencies, including the IRS and the FBI. So like they got in to basically release, and they were exposed by the FBI in 1977. So it lasted 7 years of these people like in this cult basically like getting the background information on all the goings on of the US.
So they don't do that anymore?
Well, the FBI
They just stopped.
They
I'm not sure.
Oh, they
blocked.
got caught.
Yeah, they got caught.
Fine.
I thought
So
it's
that
still
was-
a thing though.
No. It's the religion is still a thing. You
Yeah,
can't
they
really
just
stop
can't.
religion,
They
but like
just now know of it, so
obviously they were all pretending to just be like normal people in the FBI, but
Interesting.
really like as in they got hired. Like a big bunch of them all got hired into
Yeah, like
these like
moles.
government
Oh, I
agencies
I
Moles?
see.
to get all the information to basically then manipulate everyone. I suppose.
Fine.
So there's that. Then there's also this. So many former higher-ranking members have fled and exposed abuse, blackmail, forced labour, and disconnection policies. So the church encourages members to cut off family and friends who criticise the religion. Allegations of brainwashing, harassment, and stalking of ex-members. So then here we. This is the bit that made me want to talk about this.
Okay.
So there's the story of Xenu. I think that's how you say it, Xenu. So this is introduced at operating theaton level 3, which costs tens of thousands of dollars to reach. So you have to like, in
What
order
if
to
you
have this
forget?
lesson and this thing.
Like, what if you do the lesson then you just forget? Like,
Maybe
can you
make
go
notes?
back? Oh yeah, true.
Wait, why would you forget
Do
that?
they? But as in, like,
I
if you
feel
just,
like
you
considering it's
pay
like
that
really
much-
culty and really brainwashy, I feel like you wouldn't forget.
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah, true.
I feel like they will ingrain that in your brain.
possibly.
But so
I'd forget.
basically, this lesson, the basis of it is Xenu was a galactic dictator. They like this is great. People believe this. People believe this. That
Yeah.
this is real. Okay.
Okay.
Xenu was a galactic dictator who brought billions of people to Earth 75 million years ago, stacked them around volcanoes, and blew them up with hydrogen bombs. Their disembodied spirits, called body theatons, now cling to humans, causing them trauma and confusion. Clearing these theatons is the key to enlightenment. So
Why volcanoes?
this galactic dictator stacked these humans around a volcano, blew them up, and then their disembodied members of their body sticking to you. That's what your trauma is. That's what your mental health issue is, and we just need to get rid of
What's
it.
the significance
Oh, and
of
the thing that they've
volcanoes?
created is the thing that gets rid of it.
Yes,
Ah.
I'm confused
this is
about
a religion.
the volcanoes still.
That's so.
Yeah. Who was this?
What's the significance to the
I am-
volcanoes?
This is
Yeah,
what I'm
who
saying.
is this?
But
Yeah.
like this is what I'm saying. What's crazy is they have people like Tom Cruise who is so deep in it, and he is promoting it. So their whole thing, right, is to essentially get celebrities on board because celebrities have influence.
Influence, yeah.
Celebrities bring people in. Therefore,
They have a
bringing more
platform.
people in equals more money.
Yeah.
So the person who created Scientology once said, this is believed to be true, that if you want to make money, create a religion. And like all the people that believe in Scientology are like, he never said that. And everyone's like, yes, he did.
You know what's interesting as well? You saying it's a religion. I feel like like them saying it's a religion makes it then it's not a cult. So therefore it
Yes.
can't be like you
Oh,
can't.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
be
you
like that's
can't-
not right because if they're like, well, it's a religion. You're just now being like.
Yeah.
I
The
think
same
there's more
against-
protection.
Yeah,
Yes.
having a
exactly.
religion than going,
Yes.
No, we're a
Which
cult.
is like very
Yeah.
calculated.
I don't
in
think
its
they
own-
would ever admit to being a cult though.
Well, yeah, true.
No, but this is the thing that's like religion, and it's a hard subject, isn't it, to talk about because religion is everywhere. But I could wake up tomorrow and go, do you know what? I'm going to create a religion.
Yeah, you
and
literally
just
could.
literally could make a whole background story about all this stuff
Yeah.
and maybe write a book and then sell it and then everybody starts.
That's quite scary. But do you know what's crazy is if you had like, let's say a huge following on Instagram
Yeah.
or you were TikTok famous.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually take much to start manipulating people to believe what
It's
you're
very
saying.
easy
there's-
to do that.
There's an incredible like thing where some atheists basically, in order to kind of prove that religion was crazy,
Yeah.
invented the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster in the US. People who follow it are called pastafarians. And the way that they prove that they're pastafarians is they wear colanders on their heads in their driving
This is a
license
lie.
photos. No, genuinely.
I'm not lying.
No.
That is. Crazy.
We'll zoom in on this.
No,
Wait,
it's like a
let me-
parody religion. So it was invented in like 2005.
That is
Show me.
Like as a way to
Because I guess, to be fair, like,
Oh my
religion is based off of its following.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
That's how it survives.
Yeah.
So,
Of course it
like,
is.
you literally could create one
Yeah.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
It's
And as
just-
long
Yeah.
as, like, the way that you get a following is if you prove that what you're saying is true. And you can either do that with facts, or you can do that with, like, lies
Yeah.
or manipulation.
Yeah.
Or somewhat of a, like, oh, this happened. I don't have any proof that this happened, but this happened, so therefore that would be why that
Yeah.
happened. This as well, like, with religion, it's almost similar to like spirituality, I guess, in a sense, like in terms of, like, if you have a belief that there's a higher power, is like most religions what they base it off, either a god or like a higher
Yeah.
power is in control. I guess in a way you could say that like spirituality is
Yeah, I was
similar, 'cause
literally
it's
about to
like,
say that.
but it's
Yeah.
just a bit more like whimsical. Is that the right word to use?
Yeah, because there's not a god, is there, as
Yeah.
such?
No.
Like, you technically are the god.
yeah,
Yeah,
It's
that's
more
like
like
that's
that
more
way.
like the
energy.
basis of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
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 Like I don't think they believe in a god.
No.
There's a guy that runs it, but there's no like being that they all look up to. They're just all seeking enlightenment. That's the basis of it. But I just wanted to tell you this.
But you
one
basically
thing.
have to be a billionaire to be part of this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because, yeah.
yeah, you have to have money.
Fine.
Which in itself is...
But also, I think rich people are bored
Agreed.
and they're more likely to do something like that because, you know,
Yeah,
I feel like once you've bought everything in the world,
Yeah.
And
What
I guess
else
what
there
else are
to
you going to
do?
buy?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'll buy
Yeah.
the subscription to this weird religion and see what that's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
So Tom Cruise, basically, I find this interesting because my mum's obsessed with Tom Cruise.
So is he outwardly a Scientologist? Does he get backlash from that?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Fine.
But I think he's also famous enough that people don't care. Joined in the 80s, so that's 10 years after they like infiltrated the FBI and all of that blah. And so he joined through his first wife, Mimi Rogers, who was already a Scientologist, and then rose really rapidly in the ranks and basically became the second in command to like the head guy. So allegedly, the church conducted a secret project to find Cruise a perfect Scientologist wife. And ex-Scientologists claim that women were being auditioned. So like fake auditioned under the pretense of acting roles. So they were pretending that they were auditioning for acting roles only to be evaluated for their compatibility with Tom Cruise. And so an Iranian-born actress, I'm going to butcher this name, Nanzanin, was allegedly chosen and dated him for a while. And when the relationship fell apart, she was punished by the church and forced to scrub toilets and dig holes, etc.
Mad.
What?
So when their relationship failed, so they auditioned everyone for the role, she got the role, and when their relationship fell apart through probably normal circumstances,
Yeah.
she then got punished. But this is a
No,
religion.
the
This is a
Science-
religion built
But what
on
was the
hope and
reason?
enlightenment.
What was the
I don't know, but I'm
reason?
feeling like she's not been enlightened.
No.
Well, guys, actually, speaking of which, I opened a fortune cookie, and apparently financial prosperity is coming my way. So sorry, guys.
It's gonna be rolling.
I'm
in
gonna
soon.
get involved.
It's gonna
in
be
the
you.
higher-
I'm gonna
this
start
is
a
so
religion.
random, but
Guys, I'm joining
my
Scientology.
right
Oh my god,
hand,
we're getting a sponsor.
This episode is.
my right hand. You know how I say left hand is giving, right hand is receiving if it
Is
itches.
it?
Have you never heard of that?
No.
If you're, oh my god, this I
Wait,
live
what?
by this, and nothing ever happens, so maybe it's not true. But if your left palm itches, it means you are going to give money away or lose money.
Damn, the
If
amount of
your
times
right
I've
hand
itched my left hand with my teeth.
you are going to receive money. So give and receive, and yeah, it's lately.
Oh, is
So-
that just the palm,
Income.
or is that the back as well?
I just think it's the palm.
What
'Cause
is
you,
that
like-
about though? When you like itch your hand with your teeth, why is it so good? I like itching my foot with my other foot.
Yeah,
Never do
Like
that.
a cricket
That's
in
why
bed.
like
Never
do
your,
that.
your hand, your palm of your hands and your feet are hard to scratch because of the nerves.
And it tickles as well. That's why teeth. I don't know what it. Maybe it's because there's no nerves in your teeth. Whereas if you itch it with your other hand, it's really
Yeah.
like whoa, overstimulating.
Is there no nerves in
Whereas
your
if it's
teeth?
your teeth like gnawing at it.
Yeah.
it's-
There's nerves
I
in your
don't know.
teeth, no?
yeah,
Yeah.
but not the same as your fingertips
No.
though.
I have something to say on feet.
That's a cult
Can I
as
just
well.
say-
Yeah, go on. Why
Did
do we
you-
always end up talking about
been a
feet?
while.
Sorry, I think it's me. I think I'm
Did
the
you
problem.
know, right, that you should be really careful massaging your feet?
Why?
Because your feet are connected.
Sorry.
No, this is so true. Because your feet are connected with everything. If you massage your foot in the wrong way, you can get an illness. Yeah.
I
it's
do.
true.
I have seen
Did you
those
know that?
diagrams where it's like dots all over your feet and,
And
it goes
again,
liver.
this is
gut.
word of mouth, but I did have a research about it once. What can you believe on the internet? But it's true. If you, I'm saying it's true.
Lead up to say
I'm
it's
saying
true.
it's true because Yeah.
No. I do think that is true. It's the same way, like when a doctor looks at your tongue, they can tell, like,
Yeah.
if you've got like gut failure
Yeah.
or liver failure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Isn't
the
that
same
got to
thing
do
at
with
the
the
end of
colour,
this podcast.
though?
I've had a
The
research.
colour.
Scientology is
Yeah.
true.
True.
The colour, isn't it? That's why. They
Yeah,
can see
or
the
like if
colour.
you've got cracks in your tongue.
What you just reminded me of. I remember I was like maybe like 5, and I remember I figured out for the first time that you have like a split in your tongue. You know how like you have like the
some people have the line,
split,
like the crack.
line. Or like if you do
Do
like
you?
it's got like a
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
you've
like
got
a
like
line
little lines in your
all the way down.
like on your tongue.
But some people have a really
you've
big
got one.
crack.
Will I?
Like a crack, and I remember
No,
being in
that's a
Dunelm.
bad sign though. If you have cracks in your tongue.
No, but
They're
just
like a big line down the middle of your tongue.
Oh,
yeah, just like the crack, the tongue.
course.
crack.
You got a really big crack.
Got a really big crack there, but I remember being in Dunelm, and I think I was just looking in the mirror, and I realised I had a crack, and I was crying. I was like, "Mom, I'm dying!" Like, I
I'm gonna
was
cut that out of
crying.
context and make a TikTok. I was just in Dunelm and I realised I had a big crack.
You just reminded me of that because I remember literally looking and being like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!"
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god, I met this woman once on I think in Marcy's. I think actually, she just like spawned in on the table and she was telling us how it's such an interesting theory.
I'm
though.
picturing her spawning in, laying down on the table, not sitting. I don't know why.
She spawned in, like,
she's like,
But
oh my god.
basically,
So, carry on. Sorry.
basically, I'll be quick. She basically was saying that not only is it like hormonal stuff, like obviously what you eat, it affects your hormones.
I remember this lady.
She basically, obviously hormone imbalances are caused by like multiple factors, but also like what you put in your body, like obviously. But she was like, no one talks about how important it is to eat for your blood type.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mic drop.
Apparently, it's like that's the most one of the most important factors to
I don't
look
even know
at,
my
but
blood
no one
type.
does that. How
Yeah, but
interesting
also,
is that?
if you actually deep that though, years and years ago, no one knew what blood type they were.
No.
True.
But there was no chemicals involved. Everybody was just eating some corn on a cob and
yeah, something from the ground.
Some corn on the cob.
with a bit of butter.
those cavemen with their corn on the cob. That classic setup in the history museums. Cavemen, corn on the cob.
You don't
Let's
know.
go.
They could have had a corn on a cob.
Maybe.
How do you
They
know?
probably
be
they probably
off.
would have eaten. Maybe.
Do you know what I found out about cavemen the other day?
What?
Oh my god! And it's
That they
so
have really
obvious.
high pitched voices.
No, but interesting.
The shape of their skull means they probably spoke
Soprano.
like this. Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh my god.
Yeah, they're like, we're thinking they're like, ugh, but they're not. They're like, ugh.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I'm not even lying.
God.
I watched a TV show on it, and the shape of their skull would have meant that the size of their what's it called?
Adam's apple.
No, not Adam's apple.
Vocal
voice
cords?
box.
Voice box and vocal cords.
No.
Would have been like, you know how like you can tell if someone's a soprano or an alto
Yeah.
or whatever based on the size.
Yeah. They were all sopranos.
So like I have a very small head, so it's so you could look at me like a historian could look at me and go, she probably had a high pitched voice. And it's the same. They can look at them and go, the shape of their skulls would have meant they probably spoke
Everyone,
like this.
even the guys.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
How funny is that?
That's hilarious.
Sorry. Anyway, carry on.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, caveman. Oh my god. Right. So when you think about it, it's obvious, right? But the first form of language was laughing. So these cavemen, as now we know their voices, so they're that would have been it. Like that would have been it. So if they've fallen over, that's the only form of communication because they would have all found it funny.
Yeah, or like crying as well. I guess.
or
Like just
crying
emotions
or laughing. Yeah.
That's
would have been
so
the only like or
crazy.
like
That
a
is so
like
Yeah, like moaning
like
and groaning.
sounds and
Sweet,
like yeah. So they would have all just been
That's kind of like babies, though. Does that make sense?
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
babies don't have the knowledge to speak, so
yet,
they
yeah.
do just make sounds.
You watch those videos of like the deep sea underground maintenance divers.
Yes.
No.
Right. What's mad about it? So they like dive to the bottom of the sea in like a diving bell, but because of how far they go down, they're kept in these pressurized chambers. But to keep pressure, the air they breathe is a mix of helium and oxygen.
Oh no.
So these big burly dudes in this diving capsule spend, I shit you not, like months at a time talking
Really
like
high.
they've just sucked on a helium balloon.
Damn.
That's
Does
so-
that
So they're
affect
all
it
just-
long term?
Apparently not. Apparently it's just like
What's that
the air
healing's
density.
actually really bad for you, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
You shouldn't
is.
actually
Yeah.
inhale it. It's really bad.
But they they're inhaling this mix of
That's
helium and
hilarious.
oxygen all
That's
the time.
so
So like
funny.
there's these amazing videos on TikTok where it's just this group of really big
That's
burly
really
men
funny.
talking
That's
like
it.
Mickey Mouse.
But that's how I
Look at
envision
it.
cavemen now.
Yeah.
That is
That's
so
how I'm going to
funny.
envision them.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
interesting. I didn't know that. That's really funny.
I mean,
Nice.
like, you know, title of the podcast. Assume I am guessing, but I did see it on like a historical TV show.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
But also like fact.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is a fact because I
Yeah.
said it. So
Yeah.
there we go.
Period.
But
Make it a
that's what I
religion.
was gonna say about make it a religion. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like getting ill and stuff.
Yeah.
My biggest thing for like, you know, we're saying like, how do you know what to believe, or like
Yeah.
people in cavemen times would just sort of get on with it.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is like, if I just decide I'm not ill, then I'm not.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mindset.
It's
yeah.
so mindset, and which is so
Yeah.
crazy to me because when you actually deep it, the amount of power that our minds have
Yeah.
over us is insane. Because like, if I'm at the start of a cold, like before we were
Yeah.
going to go to Tenerife, I was ill. I was really not okay. Like we went to Boots and I got heavy ibuprofen painkillers and like these like immune tablets because I was feeling like I was about to be really poorly. And then you literally went, just don't be. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
You were like,
I was like, yeah. And then I just wasn't ill.
yeah.
It's the same with like caring. Like if you've like gone through something that's traumatized you or upset you, having the mindset of I don't care. I literally just don't care. I don't care. If you gaslight yourself into thinking you don't care enough, actively gaslight yourself every single day that you don't care,
Yeah.
you'll find that one day you actually just don't care and you've not cared for a while.
Yeah, but then what happens is a month later you go, oh my God. Because it's all coming out in one
Yeah.
go.
There's no
Do you
need to
ever
at me like
find-
that.
do you ever find
Not
that
you,
like
everybody.
if you, I mean maybe me when I'm just pick me, but I don't cry often, but I just don't I've never have.
Oh, I'm a massive
But,
crier,
like-
but I'm a big wallower. I love a
Yeah.
wallow.
I love that word.
Wallow.
Wallow.
But do anyone out there who doesn't cry often, do you ever find that like what happens is I'll literally just one random Monday I'll just be crying for there's nothing wrong. There is absolutely
Yeah, but I
nothing
think
wrong.
your body needs to
But
get it
This is
out.
what I mean. It literally
Yeah.
just picks around. It goes on my calendar, goes beep, and then just that day I'll just sob for
Yeah.
no reason. But I think it is like your body has. It's like you can't be happy
It's
all
'cause
the
your-
time.
your
You can't
body-
be sad
you
all the
hold,
time. You have to get it out.
You hold, is it somatic? I'm not going to start
Cinematic.
saying big words that I don't know the words to, but like the words.
I love that song.
English. So, but like your body, like you know the people that are really spiritual and they think that there's all the different
Aura.
zones
Oh.
of your body.
Yeah.
Have you seen the
Yeah,
graph
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's the
yeah,
colors? Like your body holds stress in different places, which is why there's lots of videos actually online of people doing yoga and like they'll go into like a specific yoga pose and just break down.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Because their bodies, while the muscles are relaxing, they're also releasing tension that you didn't know you were holding there. So let's say something really traumatizing happened to you and then you stretch like your pelvis and your pelvis was holding a lot of that traumatic event. By relaxing it and consciously like letting it go, you also let go of that traumatic event so it comes out emotionally.
Yeah.
Which is probably similar to like it builds up so much in your body that it can't hold it in your muscles or anything.
Probably
anymore.
why my lats hurt all the time.
Probably.
No, my
A lot of
traps.
stress, yeah, up here.
I had a cry during a sports massage once.
Really?
Yeah. Like I don't know,
Just
maybe it was my
releases it
back
though,
or
doesn't
something.
it?
And,
Yeah.
and it just like something turned on, and I
Wow.
was I
Yeah.
had my head
No.
through the little hole.
Oh,
The
just
floor.
dripping
Puddle on the floor.
What's going on?
No, my old sports masseuse literally used to say to me like, don't be weirded out if you start crying, you might start
Yeah.
crying. Like there was a
Crazy.
time he was working on my intercostal muscles, which is the muscles in between your ribs. And because obviously we've all been to drama school, like we did a lot of ballet and like I was going through quite a lot of traumatic stuff and I was having not panic attacks, but a lot of anxiety induced like breathing difficulties and I was struggling to take full breaths and like even just walking, which obviously isn't like me. And it was because my intercostal muscles were holding my ribs so close because I'd gotten so used to holding my core shut for ballet. And so I wasn't able to take a full breath. And so when he relaxed them and I took a full breath, I literally blubbed like a baby. Like I was heaving on.
Yeah.
And he was looking at me and he was like, I feel like you needed that. I was like, Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
But that is
Yeah.
normal. That's
Yeah.
completely normal. Like, he literally said to me, he was like,
Yeah.
you'd be surprised. And he was like, I don't mean I have rugby men crying here because of the pain. I mean, they're crying because they're letting something out.
The
Because
body
you're
is such
storing.
an interesting
It
thing.
really is.
It's so
I wish,
cool.
like, when we learnt biology, we learnt about what that is. But I don't think they
Yeah.
know. I think that's why you
No.
can't learn it yet.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, true. And it's also
Yeah.
like, if someone sat me down as an 11-year-old child, I'd be like, yawn.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
thing.
true.
The
Yeah.
stuff that we talk about now and go, oh, I wish we learned that at school. We
Yeah.
actually wouldn't have cared.
No.
But now
No.
we're sat here going, oh, that's so
No,
interesting.
if they'd have
But-
started trying to teach me taxes at school,
yeah,
I would have
I would have
thought.
been like,
yeah.
oh, I don't need to know
No.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
I have a conspiracy.
Oh, go on.
Go on.
Not conspiracy, but something to discuss, which I think comes up a lot in conversations, is the way that all the wonders of the world. I might have this wrong. Assume we're guessing. Majority of it is Egyptian things. Heard about this? They're all aligned to specific stars in the sky, all in the same line.
The
Yeah.
pyramid.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'll
The
look at my phone.
pyramids and I think the Sphinx or something. There's like big wonders of the world, let's say. There's a bunch of them that are made in the same era that are lined up to line up with the stars in the sky. Wow. How weird is that? They back then would not have known how to line that up with the stars.
Yeah, there's some weird
Yeah.
mathematical stuff
Yeah, it's
going
weird.
on with...
Oh yes, because
yeah.
isn't
There's something
pyramids?
to do with pi.
Yeah, pyramids are the circumference of the world. Might
Yeah,
have
there's
to look
like
that
a
up as well.
weird-
It's either the
yeah.
circumference or radius, but the pyramids match up to something of the earth. How do they know that?
Yeah.
How do they know
Hmm.
what to do that? It's
Wow.
bizarre.
So the scientific understanding is that the pyramids of Giza are noted for their remarkable accuracy in aligning to the cardinal directions. So the debate and research is, while the Orion
Yeah.
correlation theory is popular, the exact method and celestial event that guided the Giza pyramids, Giza
Giza.
Guys.
pyramids,
Guys.
precise alignment remain a subject of ongoing study and debate among archaeologists.
Okay, so,
So
they're
they
still
don't know.
researching.
They
Yeah.
don't know how they did
That's
that.
so
It's
interesting.
weird. It's weird. It's
Yeah.
also, I'm going to go on a ramble here,
No,
Go
go
on.
but it's also Stonehenge.
Yes.
Heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stonehenge is an
Right,
interesting
so-
one for me.
This is my theory, and I don't know whether you might agree, but so everybody knows, right, that recently, I think it's the last 10 years, they found out the stones came from Wales. I think that's right. Wherever it wasn't where they are now.
No.
It was quite far away.
Yeah.
And the size of, that would have taken ages
Yeah.
because they didn't have lorries and cars. They would have had to
And even a
literally-
horse carrying that on a
Yeah.
thing, like
Yeah. You would have had to have,
Yeah.
You'd have
2-3 horses a stone,
Yeah.
if not more.
more probably.
Anyway, my theory is, I was looking at it, I was driving past it in summer, and I was like, hang on a minute, hang on a sec. We don't know who put them there, right? But when were they discovered? I can't remember the date now, but obviously they weren't discovered that long ago in comparison to the
Yeah,
timeline of the
larger,
world,
yeah.
right? And I was like, who put them there, bro? Who,
Bro,
bro,
Who has time for that though?
no,
Maybe
but
they did have time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There was a time when nobody was talking about it. No, these stones haven't been discovered. And all of a sudden, bang, these stones have been found. Were they put there years and years before that? Or were they put there then? And then to make publicity or money out of it, they put them there
Yeah.
and went, oh, we've just discovered some stones.
Oh.
yeah, maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you think
they'd
about
put
it
them
in
in a
any
more
other
touristy
thing.
area though, if
Yeah.
they were gonna.
But then that's bait though, isn't it?
Yeah, people are watching them.
See, this is the expert, you know, and that's why you're here.
But people are watching them then. It's true. I get what Mia's saying.
Yeah, no,
That
yeah,
It's then in a populated area, so people are seeing them lugging these stones about.
yeah.
I do think that.
I find it crazy how like it's the same with Stonehenge and also with the pyramids, but like with Stonehenge, obviously there's the two. Well, they're a bit fallen down now, but there's the two, and then there's the one on top.
Yeah.
like fine, maybe there's a way with rope and stuff you could get those to stand up.
Yeah.
How in the hell did
Yeah.
they get that one on top though?
Yeah.
How did they do that?
I don't know.
There's
And
no way they had
maybe it
stable
could have
enough
been
ladders and structures to
leverage.
get up there and also
Yeah.
carry it up there There's just no way. And then when you deep it, like the pyramids, those huge stones, like we've all seen the history books, and it's just the little tiny Egyptians, and there's 4 of them per stone, and they're all just shoving it up the massive slope.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way they could do that.
I saw something about this and how they could have done that, you know, by water. You've seen this recently?
No.
So, you know, water can take a lot of weight,
Yeah.
right?
It's like
Apparently,
zero gravity.
this is like someone saying, there's no evidence of this, they're just going, maybe they could have done it like this, is that there's like a cartoon version of it or something about how it would look, and they've put like little stones to balance up the big stones on water, just push it along the water because the water's taking the weight, and then use, you know,
What, on the Nile?
We on about Stonehenge or the
no, just
pyramids?
water.
Oh, are you talking about Stonehenge?
No pyramids,
Oh.
but just water.
Yeah,
They've just got water.
but how did they get it up?
Right, so I'm getting there.
Oh, right, sorry. Right.
I'm getting there.
I'm ahead.
You know those lifts up cliffs that use water retention to lift the lift up? Seen those?
Like locks, like on canals.
No, they're like, I don't know how to explain
Oh,
this.
the Archimedes screw thing.
Potentially. It's literally like, you know, if you wanted to go to the top of the cliff and the cliff has a gradual lift, so you just stand in it and you can go blah, blah, blah. Years and years ago, without mechanics, they used water. So what they did was they put the weight of the water and a little bit more in either in the top or the bottom, and the weight of that pulled the other one up.
Like a big set of scales.
Like they slowly poured the water in and then
Yeah.
the weight balanced out. Oh, yeah, I'm with you, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so they actually do that for lifts. I don't know if you know that. There's actually one in Devon. I can't remember where it is.
Shout out.
Yeah. I don't actually know where it is. I'll find out for you. But there is a version of that because they've just kept it from years ago because it's historical. And you can literally, before you start going, can see the water spilling out and then up you go. And it literally is just done by water.
wow.
And they think that potentially if they were smart enough, they could have figured that out. And that's how they got the stones up there.
But then would it
Maybe.
not be like wet?
Well, they did have no, but they do
But the
have
sun.
what are those water wheels called? Those water wheels called that like churn and make cider and stuff. Like it's like a big wheel and it's got little
Yeah, I know what
buckets
you
on
mean.
it, and it gets pushed around by the stream like that.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a
Like-
mill.
Yeah,
Like-
a mill, a water mill, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That maybe use the weight
But
of
it's
the
a
water.
heavy stone and it's
water-
tall.
But water weighs a lot. Water is
suppose.
heavy.
Yeah.
So, but that's a theory
Oh.
about how
so
they're made.
interesting.
It's been put out there. So
There's a
maybe it
theory
is
that
true.
they're actually huge pillars from an old temple, and like they go. That's
Yeah,
just
it's
the
the
tip of
top.
the pillar, and there's actually a huge
Yeah.
frame underneath the crust of
seen
the
that.
earth.
Crust.
Crust.
That's my favourite word.
Crust.
Crusty.
Crust. That reminds me of scab, like, and picking off a crusty scab.
Yeah.
Have you got a favourite word at the moment, V?
My favourite word at the moment is huzzah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
And I love it because when you say it to anyone new, they think that there's either like some inside joke they're missing out on,
Yeah.
or that you're just
A
quoting
massive
Shakespeare,
nerd.
or
Yeah.
like a nerd. Or
Or a
when we
musical
went to
theatre
Tenerife,
person.
there was a guy and we accidentally in sync went huzzah, and he was like, and he laughed so awkwardly, and then was like, "Is this like a musical theatre thing?"
We were like,
oh,
no.
bless him.
blur.
Yeah, that's my favorite. What about you?
I actually got picked up on it yesterday in a jazz class, and he goes to me, Emma, you love the word marvellous. And I said, do I? And then I went, actually, I do. And apparently every time they did something, I would go, marvellous.
What a great word.
Do you remember
That's a
when
good-
we
Marvellous.
lived in the mould house and the guy would always, what was the
Bizarre.
word? Bizarre.
Bizarre.
We'd be like, excuse me, Mr. Landlord, there's black mould growing all over our house, and we think it's because we had an inspector come in and he stabbed the wall and
Yeah.
he said there's a damp problem, and
unfit to live
he
in.
would go, well, that's just bizarre because there's no mould anywhere.
bizarre,
That's
that's
just
bizarre.
bizarre.
That's
What you're
bizarre.
coming
What
up
an
with is
interesting
bizarre.
word.
Yeah.
Absolutely bizarre.
And then after the previous, now the current
the current tenants
have
then contacted me
us
directly and said, we've had mould.
Really?
We've had really, really bad mould. Did you have mould? And I said, yes. And he said, oh, the landlord said that was bizarre. And
Bizarre.
there'd never been mould before. I was like,
Do you remember also in that house, I could have fallen through the floor?
oh my God, yeah.
So they didn't. So we had a surveyor come
Oh my
round because we
God.
didn't believe anything that they said,
Yeah.
you know. So anyway, we get the survey around and he's looking around and we got the report back. and the report was that they took the chimney out of the ground floor, but they didn't do it properly.
They added no structural integrity
So
to the house
So the
whatsoever.
bottom bit they took off, and the top bit, this heavy, what do you call it?
Chimney.
I'm like, heavy chimney was on, and I was sleeping in the room that the old bit was on. So the surveyor said, could cave in.
So at any given
Coulda,
moment,
shoulda, woulda.
you could have come through the floor.
Yeah, I don't think I would have. But like,
that would have been so not well. Yeah, it would have been so funny.
would it? Because I would have been just in the kitchen in my bed. Like,
Imagine,
That's so funny.
you know what I meant.
or
You
just
know
like
what I
your
meant.
legs through the. We're like watching TV, and Emma's legs just dangle through the.
That's like when I fell off your wall. Do you remember?
That was bad.
Oh god.
That was bad.
Mia
show
thought
you
it was
the
a good
reference
idea to like
video.
climb.
This is bad.
Basically, there was no door in the kitchen door frame, and so Mia decided to shimmy up, like feet on one side, back.
It was
to
great.
The rest of it, and shimmy up, and she got really high up, right on the coccyx.
So funny. Oh,
Thanks for
been
having
a
me, guys.
joy.
Thanks for
I
coming
don't know what I
on.
spoke about. Can't remember.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Bizarre.
That was marvelous.
Bizarre,
Marvellous
huzzah,
and-
marvelous, and oh yeah, and
What did I say?
no, what's your word?
Oh,
I kind of have stole huzzah off you, so if you want to say that and claim it, that's so fine.
dweeb.
Dweeb.
I
yes,
love
it
calling people
is.
dweebs.
Many dweebs.
Many
And
dweebs
on
at
that
the
note-
moment. Right then, well,
Right.
should we wrap her up?
Let's wrap her.
All right.
Ready? Should we harmonise?
Yeah.
I'll take soprano.
I'm
line.
going alto.
I don't know what's going to come out.
Okay.
Maybe like mezzo soprano. Or top sop, even higher.
Top
Maybe.
sop.
Up to you.
I
Ready?
just
Okay.
go wherever.
3, 2, 1.
Wait, we need to do that again.
Did you even sing?
No.
Rowan, are you going to join in? Can you be our bass?
Yeah, let's go.
Just nice and
We'll
low.
just see what happens. Okay.
Really low.
Ready?
Okay. Go. Bye.
Bye.
Yay!
Huzzah.
Huzzah.